And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking the British Touring Car Championship Donnington. Yes, with rounds 1, 2 and 3, the first weekend in the history books. We're going through our top 10 drivers from Donnington overall, including qualifying, including the 3 races. It's probably not going to be too much of a surprise at the top, but we've got some interesting things at the bottom, so to speak. So let's have a look at our first one then, shall we? And our number 10, basically our number 10 spot for the BTCC is this man here, Nick Hamilton. Why? Yes, well, he didn't score any points. He finished mainly at the back. However, for him to come back to the BTCC after being so low, if any of you watched that interview with Steve Ryder, it was almost heartbreaking. He wanted to sling all his race suits away, hang them all up, so to speak, and then he never gave up. Just like his brother, doesn't give up, still I rise, etc. And he came back for this weekend. Didn't make too many big mistakes. I think he went off at turn 1 on the last race. Still, I'd like to think it was fairly solid from Nick Hamilton. He didn't finish last in the first race. It was 21st in the first race. We had Nick Hamilton finishing 19th in the second race, and okay, yeah, not quite. You're not even last. 22nd in the last race in round number 3. So not by far the worst result we've got there. So Nick Hamilton is number 10. Number 9 is this man here, Aidan Moffat, who I think overall, when you just look at the WSR team in general, they really struggled. They really struggled to do well, didn't they? Bar none. They just couldn't set their carb. Aidan Moffat finishing 9th in race 1, fairly consistent because it was 7th in race 2 and 9th again in race 3. So fairly solid results, and it's always a bit more difficult when you debut, so to speak, for a new team. Next up, we've got Jake Hill, who I think had an equally difficult first couple of rounds at the very least. So in race number 1, he really didn't do particularly very well, did he? Where did he finish? Oh no, I digress. Sorry. Yeah, he did 4th, to the point where it was looking quite good. In race 2, he was consistent with that 4th, but then in race 3, he went all the way down to 10th because I think he had the soft tyre for race 3. So, yeah. Some people might be surprised to see Josh Cook. I mean, we've had Nick Hamilton 10th, Aidan Moffat in 9th, Jake Hill 8th, Josh Cook in 7th. Why? He didn't have the best of weekends, did he? But, and here's the thing, he didn't have the best of weekends. He was fast. He qualified just outside that top 6. And I still think, I mean, 6 in that first race. In the second race, it wasn't particularly good at all. 20th, he ended up finishing. And in the final race, obviously he would have, he started quite far back. He ended up, going forward till 11th. I think it was sheer belligerence that did that, and he definitely deserves to be in the top 10. As does this guy here, number 5. No, 6 was it? 10, 9, 8, 6th. Not number 5. I need to do my maths. Max Hall. Yes, once again, he didn't really feature in the top 10. It was near the top 10 at times. Yes, okay, I get it. He didn't feature in the top 10. But remember, was his rookie weekend. And to finish 14th in race 1, to score points in your first ever BTCC race is most certainly something. He was the best of the rookies with 13th, I guess unlucky for some in race 2. Sadly, no points in race 3, finishing 20th. But all that pressure on him, everyone talking about him, the next big thing, etc. He did quite well, didn't he? He did quite well. But in 5th. In 5th, we have this man here, Daniel Rowbottom, who I think once again was fairly solid. He was 3rd. Napple, he ended up being 3rd after Kamish's, let's be fair, his tyres just let go to the 3rd, a 5th in race 2, and a 6th in race 3. So he very much was one of the solid Napa drivers of the year, and that's going to really help them towards that championship, because I think WSR, with their not that their drivers are bad other than Jake Hill, but it might be inexperience could let them down, and it may well be a Napa versus Team Virtue challenge. And speaking of Team Virtue, number 4 is Tom Chilton, the only other man other than Ash Sutton to stand on the top step of that podium was Tom Chilton, winning race 3, 7th in race 1, which wasn't too bad, and 6th in race 2, winning in race 3, getting that pole position. Absolutely, I mean, for me, absolutely fantastic, Tom Chilton. In third is this man here, Dan Camish. Now, yes, his race results weren't great. Probably should have really finished on the podium had it not been for that puncture, possibly in race 1 with the tyre issues. But then he came back, didn't he? From it wasn't too far back. What, he finished 8th in race 1. Because he made that massive comeback with the safety car, didn't he? But 3rd in race 2 and 4th in race 3. I mean, absolutely fantastic from Dan Camish. If he can race like that every weekend, he will most certainly be a title contender. 2nd, Tom Ingram. I mean, the guy, he finished on, like Ash, he finished on the podium every time, didn't he? So race 1, it was 2nd. Race 2, it was 2nd. Again, a repeat. And in race 3, it was 2nd. 2nd. So the only guy going to do better than him was this man here with a 1st place, an absolutely fantastic 1st place in race 1. That was arguably the more impressive of the 2. Race 2, a bit of pressure from Tom Ingram, but you know, that was it. And he, you know, starting 6th in race 3 and coming back to finish 3rd was really good there from Ash Sutton as well. So that is your top 10 British touring car drivers for Donington. And there we go. So if you want to subscribe, that's absolutely great. And we'll see you again. Stay tuned. It's a couple of weeks and we're going to be in Brands. When I say we're going to be in Brands, the Hot Lap, is going to be in Brands. So fingers crossed. See you there. There will be BTCC news. Don't worry. Another video before now in Brands. And that won't just be the preview. We'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.